fists, one pour, brims and barrels in the room. Tailor conversations, let the real ones bloom. From the game to the glass, we don't water it down. If it's poured with intention, let it go around. 2 fists, one pour, brims and barrels the code. Style and substance, yeah, we built like oak. Lift it slow, let it say what it's for. This that 2 fists, one pour. Sports talk heavy, we don't skip the scars. Last second losses still let go in bars. Fit check clean, but the takes stay raw. The bass gets sharp when the ice.
Yeah, I'm glad you was able to come back on, man.
Yeah, we're just
that sound. You can't beat the sound.
The pop. Yeah, that was a good.
I heard it. Yeah.
Well,
so yeah, just
in the spirit of loved ones, I just want to cheers to Mellow, man. I'm really sorry for the loss there, and he was a great dog, and so just
appreciate you,
R.M.P. Mellow, and what a great dog. And I know I got some fond memories of him, and man, 15 years, they're family, dude. So just, sympathies for the loss there, and send my love to Nikki on that.
Oh, well, yeah. Thank you, man.
Brother.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, brother.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, I said with him today, Collin.
He did. X came by and, made sure I was okay. You know, I know not everybody's a dog person, and some people don't understand how much that it hurts to lose a dog. It's tough. It's tough. If you really are, they become your family. So it's been tough. But I'm looking at Chloe's over here. She's trying to get used to this new normal as well. So she's over here laying down.
Big adjustment. Big adjustment.
Yep.
To piggyback off you, Ray, about people not really dog lovers, man. I wouldn't say I'm not a dog lover. I just have a lot of kids.
That's tough, right? To manage it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I have a lot of kids, man. So there are 2 extra kids. So
no, they are. It's a lot, and them getting up in age. They were elderly dogs. Mellow was 15. He just turned 15 in December.
Yeah.
So I felt bad that I couldn't give him as much attention. I mean, we gave him as much as we could. It's just not the same once Bellamy came around. But Chloe, Bellamy, and Mellow were like the 3 musketeers. Everywhere she went, they followed her, and they were just looking for what they can get into, what kind of food she was going to drop. And he lived his best life the last 5 years. He would just throw him all kinds of, he never really ate, I guess, human food or whatever. We always kind of kept him on dog food. But when Bellamy came around, she threw him half burgers and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
So he got to live his best life, man. Yeah, table food, man. And he got to eat all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Mellow.
Yeah. So we sipping on the E.H. Taylor small batch, man. Well, cheers to
Taylor
Mellow.
small batch. Yeah.
Cheers to Mellow.
Cheers.
I'm quite sure he enjoyed this too.
Thanks for having me back on, guys.
Yeah, man. Thanks for taking the time out. Yeah.
Thank you.
Look, I was looking forward to it, right? When we wrapped up the last one, it's like, when's the next one?
Likewise. Yeah, absolutely. We feel the same. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I haven't had this in a while. It's good. It's real good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind a little bit more proof, but it's so good though.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And they just sitting on the shelf, Collin.
Yeah, now they're just sitting.
Yeah. That's a great point, X. I'm curious how the distilleries are gonna rotate on their marketing, because before they had kind of the FOMO factor where somebody comes in, they see 6 bottles, those bottles are gone. One person might just buy all of them. A little different now. You're seeing E.H. Taylor on the shelves. You're seeing a lot of products up here, especially by me, that I don't normally see. So I'm curious to see how the marketing, if it's going to rotate. Yeah, it's interesting, but I'm glad that people are having opportunities to get some bottles that might be on their wish list or that they don't normally get. Like if I see them, I never buy them all out. If they got 4 or 5, I might get 1, maybe 2 at most.
Right.
Because I always like to leave them for other people to get. But it's interesting seeing all these different bottles back on the shelves now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Did you see that post? It was like one of my stories. I went to Specs, Fountain View, and they had like literally a mountain of E.H. Taylor small batch, like just boxes of them. And I haven't seen, that's the first time I've seen that in like 2-3 years doing this or whatever.
I know the liquor store right here by me have like box cases of them just sitting.
Yeah.
Like just sitting. I was like, maybe I need to get a case.
Yeah. I think.
What's the price point on those where you guys are at?
$45 bucks, right?
Yeah.
54?
55.
Yeah, it went up 54, 55.
54, okay. Yeah. And I think, I'm not privy to all the information with these distilleries, but I think what and just in my opinion, I think the way they're going to be able to have to move a lot of their product, like it's kind of a little bit of a glut, is selling it to these NDPs. And putting it under their label, letting them do their blends with it, and that way they can move more product. We won't really see it, but I mean, we know through the mash bills who's getting what and what's being put out there. So I think that's one way they're kind of doing that. And you see a lot of NDPs like a K Luke, a Frank
Mm.
August. You know,
Mhm.
they're really starting to make waves. So even I mean, Pursuit's a great blender. So
Man.
I think you know
Oh,
they get
wow.
some good barrels, right? Like, so yeah, I think that's one way they're going to be able to move some product
Absolutely.
that, and I think that's where the FOMO is starting to come now. I noticed that those NDP bottles, like I think when those triple mash, the Pursuit triple mash came out, the rye,
Yeah.
a lot of ex's buddies. Look at those. I mean, those are all going to people because
Uh-huh.
they couldn't get them, and those turned into the new like I don't know, tater bottles, if you will. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need that because I don't have them up here. So, I mean, I think that's just my opinion. I think that's where how they're going to be able to move some of the glut that they got.
And then
Absolutely.
to jump on that, I guess when people start like your influencers, your bourbon enthusiasts, when they was getting on Instagram or even they TikTok, a lot of them was talking about the Pursuit mash
The triple mash, yeah,
and yeah, triple mash. And it's one thing to hear somebody saying how good it is, but then now you're able to get about it and really experience. Man, they wasn't lying, and so
yeah,
a lot of people from that was like, "Man, I need to try this." A lot of influence. It wasn't just one or two. A lot
yeah.
of influencers was saying how great it was, and so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
how
and
it
I
came
and I
about
agree.
too.
I mean, I was able to get one from Liquor Zone. Shout out Liquor Zone. And they, I mean, it's top 10. I mean, 12, maybe
Yeah,
10,
yeah, it's
12 for
good.
sure. Like, and
It's
I
good.
like rye. So, I mean, it's a good rye and it's a blend. I know it's, do I have it right here? Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a,
Have you had it, Colin?
I've had some. I don't think I've had the rye though.
yeah,
The
this is
triple
kind of the
mash?
newer one and it's a triple
Yeah.
mash and it's, two Sagamore blends and Bardstown.
I'm a
So
big
two
Sagamore.
different, yeah, two different Sagamore
Wow.
mash bills and then a Bardstown blended together. Man,
I'll be
A
on the
it's
lot of people
lookout
s
for
phenomenal.
that one.
a
Yeah,
lot of
if you
people
get it,
sleep
if
on
you, yeah,
Sagamore.
yeah, I know. I love Sagamore. I think
I do
everything they
too.
do is great. Man, they make so that the Sagamore 9 and then the Sagamore 10, I was like, oh
Yep.
my goodness, that is
The
so good,
double
man.
oak rye.
The
The
double oak,
double oak
yeah,
r
the double
So
oak,
oh my
good.
yeah.
There's a
man,
lot.
I just
They
killed
don't
the
make it. They don't make it anymore. But they had the first Sagamore bottle I ever experienced was the tequila finished one. They aged it in tequila or finished it in tequila barrels, and it
I
was
saw that one.
delicious. And they stopped making that. And
Mm.
luckily, I was able to grab a couple. But what did you think of the high rye bourbon they put out this past year?
Man, I haven't been able to
I
find
haven't
that down
seen it.
here.
I haven't
It
seen it.
hasn't been up here
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, I haven't seen it too much down here. We get a lot of Sagamore products, but that one, because I was definitely going to grab it because I heard a lot of good things about it, but I haven't had a chance to grab that one.
It's ridiculously good. What I'll do
Really?
is I just got one. So one of the bourbon groups I support and involved with, the PA Bourbon Squad, it's readily available there.
That makes
So
sense. Yeah.
MSRP too, because it's state controlled price wise. So he shipped me a bottle, so I just got it. So I'll get some 2 ounce pours. And I'll send you guys a couple of them. It's
Okay.
really,
Yeah, we
really
appreciate
good.
that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Appreciate
awesome.
that.
Yeah, we'll send you some stuff out too that we have here that are probably not circulating in your area over there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the price
Yeah.
point's like 50, $55 MSRP.
Yeah,
Like,
all
Oh, that's
their
great.
bottles are so reasonably priced. Even the 9 and the 10, I mean, they're like $70. I mean, that's a good a 10-year ride for $70. I mean, that's all day for me.
have you had the
Yeah.
Manhattan finished one they did?
No, I
No, I
haven't
have
had that
not.
one either.
Really good as well.
I think that's all I have. It's just those two that I think I have. It's just the 9 and the 10 is the only Sagamore products I got.
Yeah.
And you
This
guys were
was
talking to oh, sorry.
the double oak. No, you good. The double
Yeah,
oak.
like
Yeah.
he crushed
This is
that
my
double oak.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a great bottle
Man, it
too.
is.
I haven't had any
Yeah.
Sagamore that I didn't like, really.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, I've tried a couple of their products at they've been at some of the like the whiskey social and
Yeah, the
yeah,
whiskey social.
I always gravitate towards their table and try all their products. I've never had a bad one.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Man, we were
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about finished products. Are you guys familiar with Short Barrel out of Atlanta?
Yes.
They're
Yes.
putting out some
Yes.
pretty good blends and expressions there. It's
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Clinton
didn't mean
over
to
there is
leave them
doing some
out,
good
but
stuff.
that's another NDP
Oh
that's
yeah, there you go.
putting
Yeah.
some
That's
really good stuff. They've
I like
made
the
waves down here. Everybody's like all the bourbon nerds, enthusiasts down here. Yeah,
Mhm.
we're on Short Barrel for sure. Yeah, we've been scooping. I got a couple of them over here, a couple of Short Barrel
I have
bottles.
a double oak. It's not a cigar blend, but man, it pairs
That's
well with
good.
a cigar.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Their
it's a
cigar
double oak.
blends were really, really well done. I bought all three when we did a barrel pick there. SLB did. And he brought out all the 3 cigar blends they had and was like, "Can I get one of each?" He's like, "Absolutely." Yeah, Clinton's a good dude. He shipped them to me, and yeah, they were all good. And he was explaining which bottle goes good in the fall and the summer and the winter. And yeah,
Wow.
they're being very precise over there, and they got some really good stuff going on. We got a short barrel. Speaking of short barrel, there's a short barrel rye, so the barrel had evaporated, but what was left, I think it was a 133 proof. Man, it was really good.
133?
Are they? Where are they located? Are they in Georgia? Where are
Georgia.
they at?
Yeah, they're
Georgia,
they're
right?
in Georgia.
Yeah.
Are they?
Right
Right?
outside of
Yeah,
Yeah,
Atlanta.
Georgia, right? Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they got a
So what age
couple.
statement is right, Collin, that you were talking about?
I think it's an 8-year. Let me check real quick.
8 years?
Oh no, it was a 12-year.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
Yeah,
a rye.
it was a
A rye,
12-year.
a 12-year-old rye? Man,
Yeah.
Lord.
Wow.
They're doing
I
some
bet
good
it's
stuff
Yeah.
over
delicious.
there.
They are,
I bet
man.
it's
Yeah, we
delicious.
remember. So we got to try one. Liquor
10
Zone
year.
did a pick with them. It was a
Yeah,
10-year, right? Yeah, 10-year
yeah.
short barrel. I don't know where exactly it was sourced from, but man, it was really good. Yeah,
It was
very
good.
very good. Yeah. So, I think it was a hack and Mac pick.
Yeah, Hack and Mac pick.
Yeah. Um.
Yep.
So yeah, man, we saw a lot of your content, and you were at the Bourbon Con. So just how was that? It looked like you guys
Yeah.
had a lot of fun.
It was an absolute blast. There was a lot of really great people there. I got to meet a lot of good content creators. My buddy
I saw it.
Brandon from Whiskey Weather was there.
You saw that.
Louisville Bourbon Buzz was there. I got to talk with him, and congrats to any of the IU fans out there. I know he's a big IU guy.
Yeah.
What a game last
Wow.
night. My goodness. That
What a
TD
game.
Mendoza broke off. That was
Yeah.
legit, man.
Yeah,
That
He
was
was
a
a
laid it
great
moment
all on the
there.
game.
line. Great.
That was
Yeah,
a
he
good
did.
game.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Miami down last drive, man, they had a chance. Score, they
They did.
win. That
Yeah.
was wild. It was a
He
great way to
he
end.
he misread that cornerback.
Yeah.
See, he didn't think that cornerback didn't have nothing coming in his zone. So if I don't have nothing coming in my zone, which is cover 2, and if the flat and no corner route and no flats, I'm dropping back. I'm
Yeah,
constantly
Mm.
drifting. I'm drifting back. I'm a drift.
Mm.
absolutely.
Mhm.
And that's
I think
exactly what he did. And of course, the ball was underthrown a little bit, but give credit to the cornerback from being like having football 101. There's nothing in my zone. Sink.
Yeah, cover
absolutely.
your
So
area.
yeah, so
Well,
that was
and
good.
Wow.
correct me if I'm wrong, X, but for me, I think the difference in that game was IU punted the ball, and the guy who was receiving the kick, instead of doing a fair catch, he caught it on like the 5-yard line and tried to run it out. He got taken down quick, and that drive ended up resulting in a blocked punt for a touchdown. That was the game right there. That was the
Yeah,
difference in the game,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Just
that was the
take
change.
it.
Yeah.
That changed the
Yeah.
game. That changed the
That
game.
did
Yeah.
change the game. Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Make the
yeah,
fair
Yeah.
catch
You gotta
and
be.
take it out. It was
yeah.
interesting play.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you make the fair catch in, of course you're gonna be right there, or if the ball going into the end zone, you're gonna come out on the 25, right?
Mhm.
So yeah,
Got more
I don't
space.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. You get caught up in the moment. A lot of stuff could
Exactly.
run through a athlete head.
Mhm.
What it's called. I don't know, man. You just get overly excited.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
It's
get overly
overwhelming.
excited, and yeah,
Yeah.
very. And then you start making bonehead mistakes. Like bonehead mistakes that can cause you the game. Just
Yeah.
like the Texans.
Don't
But
get me
it's
started on
okay.
Packers Bears. We gave that.
Yeah.
Welcome, Bears fan. Just a gift.
Yeah.
Missing 3
Yeah.
field goals. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'm still not
man.
over that. But that was another good game. Was the Bears
Yes.
Rams game. All the
Yeah, that
playoff
was
games have been fire. Every
That's
one.
what I was gonna
man.
say. They've been
Oh
very
my
entertaining this
goodness.
year. Yeah, very entertaining. Like all of them have been pretty close. For the most part, there was maybe one that kind of got out of hand pretty quickly with
It
the
haven't been like
Niners.
that in a while.
Nah,
No.
it hasn't been. But
It have.
other than that, yeah,
So you guys
there
are
was
big
a
football
good playoff
fans. Yeah, I got 2 questions. One, did you see the Bill Cooks, that catch that they ruled as a fumble or an interception, whatever they ruled it?
interception.
Man, I
Yeah.
thought he had it and his knee was down. I apparently don't know what a catch is then, because to me, even in the breakdown of that play, it looked like a catch. But
Man, I
So you're asking a Cowboy fan what a catch is. So I'm gonna say this:
yeah,
Dez caught it. That's caught it, right? So we still, even from then to now, we still don't know what a catch is apparently, because
Apparently
that should have been a catch. The play should have been over. He should have been down right there, and that kind of
100%.
changed. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's
Yeah,
tough.
these calls, man. You got to think about that again. You got to think about the pressure these refs be under. You know.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, but they have the luxury of, like, and it's hard to be a ref, but they
Yeah.
should have checked it with New York or whatever, however they do it,
Yeah.
and got the call right and made the right call, because it made a huge part of the outcome. So that's unfortunate.
You still
Yeah,
have a
it's
lot of
like-
sad Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
Hey, next season's coming.
Yeah. Next season's coming. It's always next. We're always ready
Yeah.
next season.
I didn't
I'm
expect
tired
the
of being
Niners to
always
get
next.
worked like they did. Man,
Yeah.
they got
Yeah.
worked.
That's crazy.
Man. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy watching that. So
Yeah.
that's a big, that's
Yeah.
oh man. I think the Seahawks have a pretty good chance at it. Yeah, that's going to be, I think they have the best, like, overall roster.
Overall, I agree.
Yeah, just overall roster is tough, man. They all three facets of the game, they're just really good. And is it Sam Darnold, right? Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been looking pretty good on that team.
Playing.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes a different scenery, different roster, different O-line. It can make a huge difference.
I agree with you. They do look like a more complete team, from
Yeah.
different all three
Yeah.
aspects, which is the offense, defense, and the special teams. I think
Yeah.
they might take it all away. So, but I could
Yeah,
be wrong.
and
It is football.
I'm not a Texan fan, obviously, and I'm not trying to make excuses for CJ Stroud, but there's a lot of money spent on the defensive side of the ball that I don't know if they maybe should allocate a little bit to that offensive line. And see, I know he made some mistakes, he made some bad throws, but I know from his first year to this year, I think what's changed a lot is his offensive line. Like, it's just not, those guys are all good. I couldn't even imagine playing offensive line in the NFL. But I mean, they spent a lot of money on that defensive side of the ball, and there's usually going to be some other parts of the team that are going to, not be up to par. So
Yeah.
that's just that's tough, man. That's real tough.
And then you got to think about it, man. He had a new offense coordinator, right? So
Yeah.
he had three.
Yeah.
What did he have? 3 different offense coordinators,
Yeah.
right? Throughout his 3 years there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and he had
Yeah.
no Nico that game,
Mhm.
which is he's one of the top receivers in the league. And then he
Right.
lost Schultz. He lost his go-to
Second
target
guy.
in the middle of the
second
game.
guy.
Tight
So,
end.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to. He's a beast,
Yeah.
and when you have injuries during the game, that's kind of a hard adjustment to
Yeah.
make.
I agree. I agree.
So
man.
I mean, hopefully he bounces back. I mean, he's a good kid, so
yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, that
We'll see how it
defense
goes.
was the defense to win it though, man. That was the defense to
it
win
was.
it.
I mean, that was a very fun defense. That was fun it was fun to watch them fly around, man. These
They
guys,
dominated, man.
all 3 levels, they were good, man. All 3 levels. That's
That
crazy.
secondary. So I'm a secondary guy, so I love that secondary, man.
Yeah.
That
Gotta have a good
man.
second.
Yes,
Mhm.
you have to. And they were ruthless, relentless, and didn't give a damn. I love it.
Mhm.
I loved it. They smacked everything that came across that middle. Yeah, so
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
I loved it, man.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Seahawks are going to be tough, but I think the Rams have a good chance. They're playing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something in my guts
Yeah.
telling me the Rams might do it.
Yeah, it's hard to bet against Matthew Stafford because he's been there.
I agree.
I mean, I really like watching Matthew Stafford play. I think he's solid, man.
He's a gamer.
I wouldn't mind seeing him. Yeah, he's a gamer. I wouldn't mind seeing him get another ring. I just don't know if. I mean, what they played like 2 weeks before the season ended, that the Seahawks and Rams, and that was like a shootout, and the Seahawks barely pulled out. So I think we all as football fans already won just getting to see that matchup again. So
Agree.
that's just gonna be fun to watch. So yeah, I'm excited to see that.
I agree with you. I agree. Collin, go ahead, Collin. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, it was my bad. I got off topic there on Bourbon Con.
No, we're
you're
good. No.
That's good.
Never
That's
off
good,
topic.
man.
Yeah.
You're
'Cause we're sipping
yes.
bourbon already, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so we're
Bourbon
good.
Con
Yeah.
was great. There was a lot of really great people there. The hotel was fantastic. They did a really good job of accommodating everybody that was staying there that wasn't involved with the event. And then the event was spectacular. It was so well put together. The flow was great. I met a lot of really good people. I met people that were already involved with the app as far as from a user standpoint. I met people that didn't know about it that were curious. I got to have a lot of good conversations with some of the community about some features they love in it, how to do certain things in the app. Some people weren't sure on some of the features that they could do. So I was really enjoying explaining how in depth you could get with some of your pours and your details, how to use it when you're hunting bottles. I had one of our guys, Chris, who kind of heads up our verified distillery program. He was kind of prompting people to make a custom wish list for Bourbon Con that was there, and then you add the
Oh,
bottles that you really liked into your wish list to keep track. And we were giving out free tasting notes, so the app comes in handy on a lot of things. And so I really enjoyed
that's cool.
yeah, it was really cool. And then some of the distilleries there were fantastic. And kind of the ones that stuck out to me, Hartfield and Co. They have a 13-year hazmat that's 140 proof. And this expression is so good. It does not drink anywhere near 140. If you were to blind this,
Wow.
I would have guessed like maybe 115.
Huh.
The flavors were there. When he said that was hazmat, I was like, no way. I was extremely impressed by that. Yeah, and Jeremy, he's a
Nice.
great guy, doing a great job over there. And then he also broke out the 18-year bottle that they had there, and I think that's running right around 400 bucks. So a little steep, but the bottle's great. The package looks good. They got a great story. So I really enjoyed meeting him, talking to him. I got to interact with 15 Stars. A lot of history there.
Oh,
They're basing a lot of their products off of some history. Really cool bottles, great price points there. Very nice gentleman who I was talking to. Small world. So the guy that was there representing 15 Stars, he was the CEO for Fuzzy Zeller. He had a vodka company, I believe, maybe 10 years ago. And one of my best friends from high school was a professional race car driver, and he was partnered up with Fuzzy. They were like real close to doing the 500 in Indianapolis, and it didn't work out. But just to meet somebody that knew one of my best friends from high school
Yeah.
at a bourbon
Small
event, and
world.
like,
yeah,
yeah, so that was really cool.
yeah.
And then like James from Barrel House, they had some really good toasted barrels I really like there. Have you guys
Okay.
heard of Jackson Purchase?
No,
No,
that's
but
new to me.
I started seeing it from, I saw a lot of people starting to post that brand from the event. Like a lot
Yeah.
of the influencers that were there, and I hadn't heard of that. I hadn't heard of that brand.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think it's they're very new. I think it's their first offering, and it was really
Wow.
good for their first offering. So I
Nice.
was impressed by that. And then I think outside of the Hartfield and Co., I think my other favorite was, I actually got it right here, this WH McBriar. So I got to talk to Bill, and there's some really cool stories there. Like he found a family recipe on some old papers, like it's been in their family for generations. And so that's the Judge. It's a small batch barrel strength and about $100 price point, and it's really good. So he
Nice.
had a great backstory. His family owned. So yeah, I really enjoyed chatting with him, and so that was nice. And then
That's
the other one that was really good was Colpick. Whitney, I think he's the master
cool pick.
distiller there. Really unique, and yeah, he's got some cool stuff going on. He's got some barrels that he was telling me about that are really unique. He's eager to get those out. And so yeah, I met some people I had met. I tried some brands I had met, and it was a really fun time.
Okay.
That's
So
awesome, man.
so
That's good.
would you say it was a lot of like like new but smaller brands that was there? Mostly
Yeah, it
smaller
was
brands?
Yeah, it was a lot of craft, a lot of smaller ones. I
Okay.
mean, Heaven Hill was there, Dark Arts was there. They had some great stuff.
Okay.
Dark Arts had a honey finish that was out of this world good. It was very
Dang.
subtle. It wasn't like the artificial honey that you get on a lot of the bottles, or it wasn't overpowering either. It just complemented it very nicely.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so it was a
Wow.
combination, mostly smaller ones, mid to smaller ones.
That's kind of
Okay.
cool, man. I would love to go to a craft with more craft. Usually, we go and there's like it's a lot of the bigger brands and the ones that are the traveling
Yeah.
events. But
Yeah.
that'd be a lot. And where was this, in Louisville, or where was this?
Lexington.
I was in Lexington. Okay, in Lexington. Oh wow, that's cool.
So would you say we need to make plans to come this year? I mean, what, next year?
To one day,
I
would you
think
recommend
should. I highly would.
travel to it?
You're gonna get a lot of good opportunities to make some good content like you guys are already doing. You're gonna meet a lot of
Right.
great people. And I like getting in front of the newer craft distilleries. They're really fun
Yeah.
Okay.
to experience. So I highly recommend that one. Bourbon on the Banks is another one that's pretty fun. I know they're growing a little bit. There is, I think it's called the Bourbon Classics. That's in Louisville. at the end of February. So I'm
Hmm.
considering doing
That's
that
cool.
one. Nothing's locked in there, but ultimately Kentucky Bourbon Fest is where we hope to be this summer as
Yeah.
well.
Okay. The big one. The
Okay.
big
The
event.
Big
big
one,
Yeah.
one.
yeah.
The big event.
That's the big. Yeah, we
I
got to
don't
do
know,
that.
Ray.
That's a bucket list one to do.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
try that, man.
Yeah, we do got to try. We're gonna do for sure. Because it's convenient. We're gonna do the Whiskey Riot in
Yeah.
March. Because that one, that one travels, so it'll be down here. I've done it the last couple of years, so I enjoy that one. It's more casual, kind of
Uh-huh.
as far as like clothing laid back, so you don't have to really dress up too much like the Whiskey Social, which is also fun to do too. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the brands are there, so.
Is that in
Yeah.
So
Houston?
yeah, that's
Yes.
it's so the Whiskey Riot is the one that it travels around the country.
Okay.
So they're they're everywhere, and they come to Dallas, Houston, to a lot of the major markets. So they have it at this place here called Post HTX in Houston, which used to be the old post office.
Post
But it's a
office.
huge building that got renovated into like a huge food court, a lot of cool food, but then they have event spaces, and they'll have it there up on the second floor, a large space. So it's I look forward to that one every year.
Good.
Nice.
Good. So,
Absolutely.
Collin, it sounds like you built a lot of relationship, man,
Yeah,
at the Bourbon Con. Yeah, you
I did.
established some relationships.
Yeah, and that's kind of what it's all about for me,
I
doing
agree.
this. I love the process. I love the creation aspect. And, Trenton's, just to be honest, he's a genius, man. His brain works a lot differently than mine does. So all of that development is excellent. I love working on that. But for me, I really enjoy when Trenton and myself and the team were out with the community. That's where I
Got
get
you.
really excited. After the event, we did a bottle share in the hotel, and there was probably 6 different channels there. Bourbon and Balls was there, among the other ones I mentioned, Whiskey Weather. Just a lot of great people. For me, it's about the relationships. You develop a
Man.
relationship with people. They're giving you good feedback. Like, this app is built for the community, and we take all input from the community to give everybody what we think is the best app based on their input. So that's really what it's all about for me, is making relationships, meeting new people, and finding out what they're looking for, what they like, what they don't like, and how we can make, like we talked about last time, how we can make those connections between the distillery and the consumers. And so it's just a lot of fun. And I look forward to doing a lot more events and meeting a lot more of our community. We have one of the best communities in the world. So
I
I
agree.
really enjoy that.
I agree, man. Back to that relationship building, and I think that's important in every aspect of your life, especially when you're meeting new people. You want to establish those relationships because you never know what that relationship can benefit. I mean, how that relationship can benefit you, man, because I met some great people in this community. And I wouldn't change it for nothing. Where the relationships I established with Ray, the relationship I established with the guys in the group, Wayne, Josh, I could go on, Armando, and people I met just across the board, people I never even met face to face. I'm in a group chat with people I never even sat in the same room together. So building relationships take you a long way, and it says a lot about you, or says a lot about your character if you can establish those relationships and keep it,
Absolutely.
and keep it.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I'm big
Yeah.
on relationship. Yeah,
That's what it's
Yeah, I
about.
mean, we
I'm big on
wouldn't.
relationship.
Yeah, we wouldn't have started this channel if it wasn't for the networking that
Yeah,
me and X got. I was one of the last ones that was put into the group, and
yeah.
then we kind of just we just kind
It's
of
crazy how we It's crazy how we hit it up over a buff
Yeah, we
turkey
did.
call.
Over
Yeah.
a buff turkey call, man. It was
That's a great
that's what
call.
I was. I was.
Yeah.
It was. I was confused. I wanted to purchase a bottle, and I didn't fully understand the mash bill and where it needed to be from and all that. And so X he kind of helped me understand it, because they're not they cost a little bit, right? Most buff turkey bottles are going to run you about $300-400. So I didn't want to make a mistake, and I wanted a buff turkey, so I needed a little guidance on that. And X was kind enough to give me a call, and that was the first time we spoke, and we had only been through the chain, the text chain within the group of 12, 14 guys. He helped me out a lot. And then from there, I was like, man, you live really close to me, man.
Yeah,
Like,
he
you
didn't even know I
live that
lived close
far.
to him.
Yeah, we didn't realize that we lived so close. So then that it
What,
would
15 minutes? 15
and then
minutes, right?
That's real
15
close.
minutes, yeah, and then yeah.
Yeah, I get there. I get to Ray House, no problem. But
Yeah, very close. Yeah, we're on the same side of town, so
yeah,
that's real cool. Yeah.
And the relationships, I mean, you start building relationships, you'd be surprised at the bottles and the stuff you get to share and taste with people. If there's something you're
exactly.
looking for,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times someone in the community heard I was looking for a bottle and they're like, hey, I can get
They help you
this.
out.
And yeah, oh
Yeah.
man, like the Still Austin, like Trenton knew how much I wanted that blue corn rye. I mean, it was another level for me. And he talked to, I don't know who it was, but, and they came off their bottle and he surprised me with it. And that was fantastic. And yeah. And then like X, I've never met you in person, but I consider you a friend now through, I've known Ray. He's been my boy for the last 15 plus years. And so now we're boys X for life. So yeah, it's just
You
great how
damn
these
right.
relationships blossom. So I love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
don't think you can get rid of me, Collin. I just like I tell everybody else, we locked in, man.
Yeah.
Locked in, man.
Yeah.
Like I tell Ray, don't try to get rid of me, man. I'm gonna come
No,
hunt
we're
you
not.
down.
We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. So I had a question, man. Me and X were talking. I forgot to bring this up, but we were talking about the elite feature. So we were genuinely curious on
Yeah.
what comes with being an elite, like when you do the paid. When it comes to that, can you explain a little bit on what you get from that?
Absolutely. That's a great question. So
Yeah.
with the elite features, you have access to the Pick My Blind. I don't know if you guys have experienced that or messed around with that yet. Really fun.
No, not yet.
It'll kind of like the Pick My Pour. You can put parameters on it too if you want to do rise or open. Yep, exactly.
That's cool.
So you can throw parameters on that and it'll do 4 selections for you. Multiple choice guess on what the pour is. You could do it in a setting of your boys. And then at the end of the blind, it tells you how many you got right, how long it took you. And then you can kind of, gamification aspect to it. You can kind of compete with your friends, or you can just blind and work on your tasting and your nose portions of it. You get access to the enhanced pricing features. So we are constantly scouring auctions. We're trying to get as much data we can on MSRP and secondary pricing for the markets. And those change with the economy and what's going on. We got the tariffs. So, there's the ups and downs. It's cyclical. So when you're using the app to hunt, which I think that's one of the best features of the app outside of the Pick My Pour, is using it to hunt bottles. When you're scanning those bottles, I mean, for me, I'm not trying to overpay on something, especially if I don't know if it's good or not. You hear about it online. It looks good. The tasting notes sound good, but I haven't had it, and everybody's palate's different. So when I'm shopping, I'll scan the bottle. I'll look up the bottle details. It'll tell me. It'll give you a chart of like if you're looking at your stocks, it'll give you a chart of the ebbs and flows on the price, the MSRP secondary. You can read reviews from other users in there. What notes they're getting. Do they hate it? Do they love it? So there's a lot of good details, and then. A lot of times when I'm scanning the bottles in these liquor stores, the liquor store owner will come out and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'll be like, "Hey, I'm just using my app to scan and look at your pricing." And they're like, "What's the app?" And then I've made a lot of good friends that are liquor store owners just by scanning their bottles and then just conversations that occur.
Relationships.
Relationships.
Building
That's what it's
relationships.
about. Another thing is you guys both have pretty extensive collections. If there were ever a day where you were looking to liquidate and sell that at an auction house, you can export your collection via CSV file. And then that does, so a lot of these auction houses, they'll send white glove guys in. They have white gloves on. They'll take pictures. They'll catalog your inventory, your collection, and then they'll take it back to their auction house. They'll do their work to give you what they think the value will be for when it sells at, you can do your reserve pricing. But how some of these auction houses have learned about us is some of their biggest clients have exported their collections to the auction house, and they're like, where did you get this? Like, how'd you do that? And then they'll say, well, the Only Drams app, I'm an elite member there. I was able to export that through a file, and it takes a lot of work away from the auction houses too. So
That's good.
yeah, it's a lot of good data. So yeah, that's just some of the features you get for the elite. We also do a monthly giveaway. A lot of it's allocated
Yeah, I saw
bottles.
that.
We do a lot of really good bottles every month. So you automatically get entered into the giveaway. And anybody
Yeah,
has
I'm
the
on that.
ability to donate to the app. We do a lot of charitable events. Like we're really big into giving back in the communities, and we love supporting our veterans who have sacrificed a lot for our freedoms here. And so we really enjoy trying to give back where we can. So yeah,
Okay.
anybody can buy any tickets that get donated to Only Drams, and then you have a chance to win some really good bottles every month.
That's
So
cool, man.
yeah, that is cool. So you enter the pool every month by buying or purchasing or scanning. How do you enter that pool? You have to buy a raffle ticket or anything like that?
So if you're elite, you automatically
Yeah.
get entered every month. You don't have to do any extra
Okay.
steps. Let's say that there's a bottle like a Russell's 15 or a Pappy 15 or 23. We've done quite a few various products that are really sought after. If you really want that bottle, you can visit our website, and through that you can donate to Only Drams, and each dollar you donate, you get assigned a raffle ticket entry. So
So you can
it's
buy
really
more
cool.
entries.
You can
Yeah,
buy
you can
more
buy more
entries
entries.
if you desire. Yep.
Thank you
That's awesome,
thank you,
man.
Collin, because I'm
Yeah.
going for the thank you. I
Yeah, we
appreciate
were
that
both talking about it, and we definitely are gonna sign up
because I'm
to
trying
be
to
part
I'm
of it.
trying to get
We just I keep we I was procrastinating. I was like, man, we need to sign. We talked about it last time after we
yeah. I'm
shot the
sorry,
episode.
Ray.
Like,
I
"Well, we need
signed
to
up
do
last
this."
month. I'm sorry.
Oh, you did, man.
Yeah, I signed up.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
slacking. I got it.
Yeah.
I'll be on
Signed up
there
last
when
month.
I'm done.
I
I'll be
signed up.
on there. So
Love it.
so you have two different options on how to pay, or is the yearly and then the monthly? Is that what it says? Because I'm looking at the thing here.
Yeah. So you can do a week trial. You can just try it out for a week, and then you can do monthly or yearly. And then
Oh, okay.
and we obviously have the free version because we're not doing
Yeah.
ads. We want the free unlimited scans. You get to pick my pour for free. You can scan as many bottles as you want. You are limited to the list you can make on the free version, but if you're a paid member, you can make as many lists as you want. You can add as many
Awesome.
data fields, and
Yeah,
we're
I'm
just
trying to win
getting
that King of Kentucky.
yeah, that's a phenomenal bottle. My goodness.
See, I never had it, man. I never had it. Never had it.
Those are hard to find. I don't think I've ever seen one. Luckily, the Trenton
I
and
never seen one
Kurt.
in person.
Yeah. Luckily, I have the privilege of being very close with Trenton and Kurt from SLB, and they're very generous, not only to myself, because we're like family, but to everybody. I mean, for them, it's all about sharing. They like to
That's
share,
what it's
and
about.
that's what I love getting a good bottle and sharing it with people. I'm not one, and now don't get me wrong, I do have bottles that I'm not really looking to open or sell. It's part of an investment portfolio. You got your stocks, you got if you're into crypto, whatever, and then there's unopened bottles. So that's one of my buckets I like to have as an investment. So I got some old, like I got a 1996 Kentucky Wildcats national championship bottle from Makers from '96. I probably won't
With the
open
wax?
that. Yeah, it's that blue one right there.
The
I
blue
got it.
wax.
Yeah, and I was at Revival in Covington, Kentucky, and Brad Bonds over there. He had one open, and he let me try. And Makers in the '80s and early '90s, my gosh, it's fantastic. It's not
Yeah.
like, and it's still good today. I like Makers products, but back then
Yeah.
it was different and on another level, really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we know
I
what
agree.
made it different back then? Was it, did they
I
switch
don't. I
up
don't
something?
know. That's a great question. I don't know if it's just I don't know because so he was
Okay.
breaking out. He had a half gallon of fighting cock from like the early 1970s. That was a
Okay.
cheap half gallon back then, and he cracked that open, and it was ridiculously good. So I know some people say
Dang.
bottles don't get better over time if they're not aging in a barrel. In my experience, a lot of these Dusties have gotten better over time. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think something's happening in that bottle when they stay in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, the only thing I do know, I think Makers did sell to the Beam Centuri like in the mid '90s.
Okay.
So
Valid.
if it's pre that, then maybe
Valid.
something was being done different, as far as like
Okay.
distillation or something. Maybe more
Okay.
hand done instead of
Yeah.
these big machines. So I
Yeah.
don't know if that's it, but maybe.
Could be. Yeah, and that one I
Yeah.
have, that's a sour mash one too, that Makers from
Yeah.
'96. So it's
Oh, wow.
interesting.
Oh, they did a
That's
sour
awesome.
mash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I have the they're not like old, but you can't see it up at the top. I have the 2017 Astros World Series orange and blue wax, and then I have the 22 World Series they did an all orange wax. So I keep those up there, and I'm that. It's just regular Maker's juice.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're just for the shelf.
You keep those.
And then I got a Cowboys one too, but it's from last season. They didn't win anything, so I don't know if it means anything. They didn't win, so but it just looks cool. But it's a
Well,
blue
you know
wax,
how
navy
you
blue wax.
Cowboys fans are, man. Anything they got to have that blue and that gray on it, y'all gonna buy it. It could be a pair of Jordans.
You're right.
If them Jordans got the Cowboy colors, y'all gonna buy them, man.
Man, you're
I'm
right,
the same
man.
way at the pack, man. I see a Packers bottle, I'm
Yeah.
snagging it. Dude, Prime, we were talking about Crown Royal earlier. Every year I go up to Minnesota for a week for like a fishing trip just to get away, shut it down a little bit. I found a limited release um Crown Royal Packers bottle, and I was like, had to get it. I'm not the biggest Crown fan. It's just not my preference. It's not awful, but I see a Packers bottle, I'm snagging it.
No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, because I buy my dad Crown does collabs with all the team. They do a Texans one, so I bought him with the Texans logo on the bag.
Yeah.
So he likes all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
What you just
Yeah, that's
pour?
pretty neat. Oh, I did that. Man, I was tempted because I pulled it off the shelf. I had to do this.
My
So
bad.
good, man.
The bottles tempted you back there.
Yeah, I saw that, and then we were talking about it. So and the Sagamore, so I had to do it.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
be
still
looking
have
out
that
for
one.
that bottle.
I
Yeah.
still have that
Yeah.
Willet that you poured me earlier, Ray. So I'm
Oh,
gonna go
yeah,
into
it's
that
still in
Willet.
there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All
That
right,
Willet
that's the
juice.
hazmat
Yeah,
Willet.
that has,
Yeah.
No, you know what? I'm gonna wait on that. I'll wait on that. I forgot. That's a hazmat. I'm gonna chill. But those bottles mean a lot. Yeah, I think I need to get like you, Collin. Pretty much put a stack aside of bottles that I don't want to open, only for what you just said, that purpose. So if I come across something that have that type of value, I'm gonna be sure to put it in my bunker somewhere, hide it.
Absolutely.
So that's what I have to do
Yeah.
because right now everything get open.
And
Pretty
it's
much,
hard
man.
not to open them. I mean, it
It's
really
hard.
is.
Yeah.
It really is
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah,
It
And
is.
get a-
Yeah, we when we get together, it's hard not to open up a
Yeah.
special bottle for everybody. So I don't really
it's
have a
hard.
lot of unopened bottles. I do have a handful of them, but
Yeah.
majority of the bottles I have are open. I think all this is like 90% open
Yeah, I
all
agree.
around here. So
The same.
yeah,
same,
absolutely.
Same.
It's always
The
good to
only
have that
thing
backup bottle. If I can get a backup, one to drink, one to save, that's the ones I typically are saving is the backup. Like the milestones 2 and 3. I bought like 4 or 5 of each one. Sent one to
Hey,
you.
I don't blame you.
Drinking
Yeah,
one, gave one to my pops, and then I got one of each just to save for the vault, like you said, X. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
those backup
That's what I
bottles,
did.
man.
Yeah. That's what I did
Yeah,
with the
they come in handy.
C923, Logic Create C923. I had to get
Yeah.
a backup bottle, man.
You
I
do.
had
You do
to.
have them, right?
Oh,
He
yeah.
has them, and then he was kind enough to give me one. So
I gave him
That's
one, man.
awesome.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
so
C923.
that's what happens. Yeah,
When you build those relationships, man.
Exactly.
man.
That's
This
what it's
is
about.
That
this
body's
is
so
one of
good.
those like grail pours right here. It's
Oh my
just so
gosh.
good.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
I haven't had that
13
one.
years.
Yeah,
You
I
never,
haven't had
Oh
that
my
don't worry
God.
about it. Don't worry about
It's
it.
so
That'll be the
good.
first. That'll be the first pour. That'll be the first
Yeah.
pour we pour when you come.
My
Yeah,
man.
it's 13 years, 7 months.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
remember
goodness,
that.
it's so good. Yeah,
For real.
absolutely.
No,
Really good.
we have two. We have two bottles. If we run through one, we
Yeah,
got
we
another
do.
one.
Yeah, so we got
Love it.
enough. Yeah,
Yeah, so
absolutely.
that'll be cool. Yeah, that'll be dope, man. Just sitting down, sharing bottles, opening these bottles and having great conversation, man. That's what I enjoy. And the history, learning the history. Ray helped me a lot with the history part of it, and listening to these bourbon podcasts. That's available, and those
Yeah.
just hearing the history, man. Why wouldn't you want to learn about this? If
Yeah.
you're sipping on it and learn about it,
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. You got
the
a
knowledge-
favorite?
Yeah, there
You
is.
guys have a favorite backstory on any distillery?
Like a specific one.
Yeah, or any ones. I mean, maybe not just one. Your favorite, like any ones that just kind of stick out to you or that were really cool.
I have the story that recently just happened with Buffalo Trace flood.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you have one of those bottles,
I
right?
have one of those bottles that'll never get open,
Wow. Very cool.
and they have a blue wax. Can you see that? And it's a
Move it
pick.
down just a little bit more. Oh wow. It's hard. I can't really tell. That's a blue wax top.
Yes. Yeah.
Man,
If you
that's
just
sick.
yeah. So that's
Oh,
from
I
the
can
flood,
see
I
it now.
guess.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And they have you see our guy on there,
Oh
Freddie
yeah.
Johnson. Yeah,
Freddie.
that's pretty
You see
cool.
Freddie? Yeah. So
Have you
that'll
guys
be
had
dope. to-
have you had Ingram? Have you heard of
Is
that
that
at
the
all?
one that's on the barges
Yes.
that they
Yep.
age on the barges? Yeah, I've heard
Yep.
about that. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm starting to see them on the shelf more and more and more now. I think that they floated up the barge, up
Mississippi.
the rivers on the barge.
Yeah, it's on the
Yeah, kinda-
Mississippi. Yeah.
On the Mississippi,
floating rick
yeah, kind
house.
of like
What is it?
Jefferson's type thing. What they kind of do with their thing.
Yeah, it's interesting. And I haven't
Yeah.
had one. I have not had one. But yeah, it's basically a floating barge and the barrels rock with the waves and the various temperatures, and I've been hearing some really good things about it, but I haven't had any of their products yet.
I
That'll
haven't.
be
No,
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
That's
this.
very interesting.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
they're
the stories,
circulating
man.
down here now. So
Oh, yeah?
yeah,
Yeah, the stories are
Yeah, if
yeah,
cool.
I
for sure.
see one, I'm
Yeah,
gonna snag one.
yeah. That'd
Yeah.
be interesting to see how that
I'm
operates. Yeah.
trying to think of a cool backstory behind a bottle. Man, besides your generic stories like your Buffalo Tracy Taylor story,
Yeah,
the George T. Stagg story, I'm
yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
find something
I
that's
think
a story.
I think the stories that like fascinate me are like how much like if you go back into the archives of them like lawsuits wise,
Yeah.
man, these guys used to sue each other all the time. And it was
Constantly.
like constantly like some of the biggest names of like E.H. Taylor and suing this company and this, and they were just like nonstop suing each other, and now they're all under like one conglomerate now, which is kind of ironic.
Yeah.
But I mean, they really fought after at the very beginning of what trying to protect their brand or trying to be the brand back then because they really didn't have a lot of competition. But I do like the ones like I think I mentioned before, like Old Forester being one of the few brands that was before Prohibition and then made it all the way through. I think that stuff is pretty neat because that stuff was like it was given out as medicinal. It was considered
Yeah.
medicine at one point. So I think that stuff is neat.
Very neat.
Because those
Uh, One story stick. I think the Elijah Craig story. I want to say that's under the Heaven Hill product.
the
The
father of
founding
bourbon.
father. Yeah, the father of bourbon.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
was he a pastor? Was he?
Yeah, I think he was like a pastor or something, and
Yeah,
then
I think that was unique. That was
yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
think, and there's a couple versions. I think one they said that he charted because they had food in there first, or like fish or something. They were using the barrels for
I
like
didn't hear
fish,
that
or
one.
I don't know. Yeah, and then so they charred the barrel in order to get that smell out and all that. And then they ended up like, oh, we can use it started putting whiskey in there, and then they were like, "Oh man, God, look how much better the whiskey is after it's been in a
Wow.
barrel." Yeah, so I don't know. There's a couple versions of it, which is pretty neat. So that so they definitely proudly put that on each of the bottles. That's the father of bourbon. But yeah, there's a lot of them. There's quite a bit of them.
Wouldn't mind being a part of his congregation back in the day.
Yeah,
And communion juice is
for
whiskey.
real. Yeah. And then they said like I think I saw somewhere it was saying that like George Washington was distilling at one point up in Mount Vernon. Once he was done. So because
Wow.
they started doing all the rye and all that up there, and that's where all the Sagamores and all that Pennsylvania rye comes from. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, that's
What
crazy.
Yeah, I
you
could
guys
just
what about Horse Soldier? You know much about their backstory?
The military.
military
Yeah, the
guys.
Green
Wow.
Beret guys
Yeah,
after
Yeah, the
9/11.
yeah,
Green Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. And they
Actually,
use
that's some
that
good whiskey,
metal
man.
right from the towers or whatever, and they use them
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
on the
Yeah,
bottle.
that's actually
That's
some good
that's
whiskey,
awesome.
man.
What's
Yeah,
cool
it is.
about
Trying to
Yeah.
Horse
think.
Soldier is they're opening a $200 million distillery on July 4th this year. They're like expanding.
Nice. Yeah, he's going
Yeah.
there.
So
That's
that's
some
pretty
good
cool.
stuff.
On the
It's
4th. Oh
good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
really good.
Man,
This
that's
barrel
cool.
strength,
That's cool.
this is
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got some pretty good stuff. I think
Yeah, they do.
one of the most unique ones that I've been to personally, last summer, SLB did a barrel pick out at Southern Grace. It's right outside of Charleston. And
Okay.
this guy, he was a doctor, and he bought an old prison like out in the sticks, and he converted this prison into a distillery. And so where the bunkhouse was, where the inmates would stay, it has just he turned it into the rick house. He's got barrels stacked on each other, and he's got these big speakers strung all along through there. And what he does, and they were doing it while we were out there touring, is they play all different types of music. It could be rock, could be jazz, and the vibrations from the speakers are right on these barrels. So it vibrates based on rhythms, like sound frequency. Really cool. And we tasted a lot of their stuff, and they have some great products. And I don't see them much up here, but yeah, if you ever see Conviction from Southern Grace, like they got some really good stuff.
Conviction.
Have you ever seen who did that Blackened? You ever seen the Blackened brand? It's called Blackened. It's got like it's kind of a taller bottle, and it's kind of like black, like the top and the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
And they did that collab with Metallica, and they were blasting like Metallica music to the
Didn't realize
barrels.
that.
Yeah, and
That's cool.
they've done a lot of collabs with like Willett and different brands. But yeah, they were doing that heavy metal to really get some good vibration into the barrels, that's pretty neat. That's a neat concept.
cool.
Whatever. Yeah,
Have
that
you-
makes it very different.
Have you tried it? The black.
I never tried it. No,
I've
no.
never seen it.
I always see them.
No,
I always
yeah.
see it, but I never tried it.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen them on the show. They're pretty well distributed. So But no, I never really purchased one. But I thought that was neat. Neat concept.
Yeah, that's a cool story.
And then I'll just give a couple stats on, just shout out to the Only Drams community. So we are over 12.6 million scans in the app right now, which that's a lot of scans.
Yeah, that
Cheers.
is.
We have
Cheers to that. Awesome.
Yeah. I think we just surpassed, or we're right there at $1 billion in managed bottles or inventory on the app, which is substantial as well. We added all spirit types, so now it's not just whiskey. You can do liqueurs, tequilas, if you're into collecting that.
Lord.
And then within the next week or two, you got the private bottles coming, which I mentioned last time on when I was on.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the big one. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ray.
No, I didn't know you guys had the liqueur, so I just tried it. I bought 2 liqueurs at Liquor Zone, the Rebel Pecan Butter or something like that, and then one from Barton. And so I tried it, and I was like, oh, they do have them on there. That's cool. So they loaded up immediately. So I was like, man, that's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, it works. It works. It's for real. It works.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
Good.
Yeah,
pretty much
good.
everything but beer and wine right now. We haven't really got into that realm yet.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
I'm planning to get into that realm.
It's probably not
Is it-
beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother animal there, and there's a pretty good app that already does that. And then wines could be difficult as well. Like Vivino, there's some good apps out there already. I would like to get into wine. I do like it, but kind of right now we're focusing on just, the whiskey and tequilas, and we do have vodkas in there as well. And then as you guys grow, it might be something that, piques your interest, and I don't know if you've been hearing about what's been going on in some of like the Patreon groups, the Facebook groups, channels and groups, and like Patreon are just getting deleted out of nowhere, no causes, and it's just people sharing their love of whiskeys and their bottles experience and all that. And so I can't imagine having a Patreon group or a Facebook group and it just gets deleted out of nowhere and you can't get it back. So what we're working on is we're developing communities where you can migrate over from Patreon, you can migrate over to us, and it is strictly for the whiskey enthusiast and like what you guys are doing for your channel and your community. So as you grow, it is all centered around the community. So we charge substantially, like 50% less than what the other groups are charging. So we're trying to keep more money in the channel's pockets. We're trying to give more features that doesn't limit their communication, their restrictions. So yeah, that's something that we're working on. That there seems to be a interesting scenario developing where just get deleted out of nowhere. So yeah, that would be a very problematic situation for channels to have. So we're working on, providing an offering that can facilitate people to migrate over and share in the joys of the whiskey world.
Okay.
That's awesome,
Man,
man.
that's
glad,
awesome.
I'm glad you guys are doing that. Yeah, especially if people are losing their whole groups. It's devastating.
That'd be
that's tough 'cause
frustrating.
It takes a long time to build a community like that of your group, and then for it to just be erased that's unfortunate. So yeah, I'm glad you guys. It sounds like it's a need that you guys can facilitate that. That would definitely when we get to that point, we would definitely look to you guys because we're still really new at this, but having people like you and Trenton would have a lot of guidance on that. So that's something that we're looking forward to doing. Yeah, for sure.
You guys aren't going to be new for long, man. You guys are putting out great content, and
I
everybody
appreciate that.
starts
Thank
out
you.
somewhere, but you're going to be growing.
Yeah.
You're going to be big real quick. I can
appreciate
I can
that,
tell
man.
that.
Yeah.
As long
We're trying, man.
as
We're
we
trying to
continue to
do
have
something
conversations like this, man, I'm all for it.
Absolutely.
That's our main thing. Is just keep it organic, keep it good vibes, good people, good content. Try to stay away from the negative stuff and just be positive, and just have, just good people on. And, that's the best.
We try
that's
not
the
to
main
feed
thing.
into the negative part, man.
We don't want to do that.
It could be draining, It could it could trap you
It's
in.
off-putting.
The internet can be
it's
very
off-putting.
toxic for sure.
Yeah. And we want to get away from all that and have a safe, not just a safe space, but a place to just get away from all everything that's going on that's negative, all the noise, and just come here and just have good conversation about good pours, and with just mainly, and the main thing is with good people. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We had a bunch of good people on last week, right?
We did. We had a large
football
group
players.
football players on.
I love the portal talk. That was great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we
man.
did. Yeah, we're gonna drop that full episode probably what, like Monday, I think,
Monday. Yeah,
or
yeah.
maybe Monday. Yeah,
Probably
something
before
that
that.
we
Yeah,
get
before that.
before that because it really got a lot of people
Yeah,
in our comments. Man, people were just running away with it because it's such a hot button topic, especially
Yeah.
if you're
yeah,
a sports enthusiast and especially football. It's such a new thing to college football that everybody has an opinion on it, and there's no right or wrong because it's so new that nobody really knows what it's going to look like 5 years from now, how it's going to affect programs. And so I think that, everybody had a really good, especially in this, what was it? How many people we have? Like 7 people on? Is that how many total? 6 or 7 people?
6 or 7, 6 or 7. Yeah,
6 or
6, 7.
7 is so yeah, 6, 7. There we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, so yeah, my bad. But I mean, they all had such good points. Their majority are all ex college football players, so they all they've all experienced it, and they're just giving their opinion. And man, had some gems on advice for some of these kids that
Yeah,
are going through it, which is really
yeah,
good. Really
yeah,
good to hear. So I hope some of the younger guys watch it that are going through this
yeah,
thing and they can maybe get some learn a little bit about making some good choices because it's
Yeah.
going to be tough.
Well, we saw
Absolutely.
last night how important the transfer portal is because a lot of those
Yeah,
people on the Indiana team was in the
who are
transfer
older.
portal.
They were an older team.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So a lot of the guys that was on that talk, Collin, we had two Oklahoma State guys that played at Oklahoma State, a quarterback, a defensive back. We had my brother, which played at TJC, then he ended up going to Abilene Christian, and then another brother that played at TJC and played at University of Hawaii. We had another guy played at La Tech, was a baseball player, so he was a dual sport guy.
yeah. He's
Yeah,
Deion Sanders. Yeah,
yeah. So a lot of guys on that call experienced that transfer portal before the transfer portal. Yeah. So, like me, for instance, when we was transferring, we had to sit out a year or two, which we didn't want to do that
Rough.
because if you sitting out, your clock is still running, and so yeah, so we could have benefited from the transfer portal,
Oh
especially if
yeah.
they throwing money, especially if they talking about finance. A
yeah,
lot of us could have benefited from the transfer portal, because it'll put us in a better situation. Not saying the situation we got into or coming out of high school was bad. It was just, okay, this was cool. I think I could do better over here, more money over here. So I'm going over here. I think a lot of us would have benefited back then versus now if they had the transfer portal back then. I think it would have helped
yeah,
a lot of us out.
Yeah, it's going to be such a mixed thing there because, I mean, the NIL money, I mean, people deserve to make money. It's going to keep players longer in college.
Mhm.
I was hearing after the IU game talks about how Mark Cuban's about to dump a ton of money in IU's portal.
Mhm.
So now it gets, okay, what billionaires get clout? Like, have you ever seen Blue Chips? You got Sonny and
Mhm.
how that was all, and now it's all legal. So it's
Yeah.
interesting, like clout from donating to the portal, and then who's got the biggest alumni that throws the most money is you can buy players now. So like
yeah.
totally different dynamic. It's
And that was
interesting.
illegal back then when we was playing.
I have the infamous stories of like people getting stuff that you find out later that's like,
Mhm.
oh man, that was so like Eric Dickerson got like a Trans Am.
Yep.
I remember he got from A&M, and now that's like that. I mean, these kids are getting like millions of dollars over the table, which they deserve, because they're bringing in a lot of money to this program, billions of dollars to the NCAA and to their program. So
I agree.
I think it's neat that they're getting paid for what they're doing for their likeness, and it's
Like the
cool
Reggie Bush
for
story. The
like
Reggie
the
Bush
Reggie
story.
Bush, yeah, and
Yeah.
and I think it's cool that you're gonna have other programs like in Indiana, like U of H is coming up now. That if you got good alumni, you can kind of build a program now.
Yeah.
And you made a good point, Ray, on that last
I
talk
tried, man.
about
I tried because I
you,
didn't have football experience, but we did
no,
play
you
sports in
you hit
college.
it
But
on you hit it
yeah,
right on the noggin about the mid-tier schools are
yeah,
benefiting
are
now.
benefiting from it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they're benefiting from
yeah.
the transfer portal, man, because
And I was just like enjoy just listening to you guys talk and y'all's experience. I was
yeah,
just, felt, just grateful to
it's
be
a
part of
lot.
that because these
Yeah,
guys have done. I mean, these guys played. They did something
they wrote
I couldn't play
books.
football,
They
man. They
wrote
wrote, and
book.
there's books
It's
about
a
these
book on
guys.
them. Yeah,
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 and so I just enjoyed being part of the conversation. Just let them letting me be a part of it was really awesome. So yeah, I enjoyed that. So what episode will come out soon. So hope everybody will tune in. So just check it out and yeah. So that
You'll
it's gonna
get
be a
to be
lot of
around,
fun.
Colin. When you come around, you'll get to be around a couple of them, man.
Yeah, yeah, they'll come around.
I'll be,
We'll have some conversations and
I have my brother come,
yeah.
my
So
brothers come around, and man, it's
yeah,
like, okay, so for example, we're gonna dive into one of my brother's story on how he got to University of Hawaii, which he have a unique story, man. And I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let him tell it. He have a
yeah,
unique story that a young guy today would benefit from. Be honest with
yeah,
you.
yeah. So we're gonna have
He
him
have a
come
very
and
yeah.
be on the channel, and we just want to get different people's perspective within the spirits world that's not in the spirits world, that's sports, and just
Yeah.
try to keep it interesting. Just have fun
Yeah.
with this and
Yeah.
see where it goes. So yeah, so we
Love that.
appreciate you being on. Yeah, we
Yeah.
really do.
Anytime.
We try not
yeah,
to be
so this is
bored. We
awesome.
try not to be boring, Colin. We
Yeah,
try to keep it
we don't.
interesting, you know?
Yeah,
That didn't even cross my. You
yeah.
guys are the furthest thing from boring.
Because it's one thing to get on here and do a review on a bottle that 50 million other influencers
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with the people
nothing
doing
wrong
the
with it.
reviews on
No,
the bottles.
Nothing wrong with it.
It's cool.
No.
It's I use it. It's very useful when I'm gonna go
Yeah.
spend some money on something. It's cool, but
It's
we want to do
helpful.
that.
Yeah.
Plus sports, plus just whatever's going on. You know what I mean? And hats, we're doing hats. Speaking of hats,
Yeah.
so we got the
Yeah.
I was
What you
about to
talking
ask
blacked
what your
out.
brim
This
is
is
tonight.
oh man, this is the blacked out, like
Ooh,
all black ops.
man,
Even the side patch is blacked out. So this I
side
got
patch
at
is
Lids
good.
HD.
that mud is
So
clean
Lids
too.
HD is like a special lid store. Not very many of those exist in the country. So we're privileged to have one at the Galleria. And so they do a lot of these like all tonal. So even the baddie's all black. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's dope. It's like a.
Yeah. No, it's a flat baddie for sure. Yeah. Flat
I think I
baddie.
like. That's cool. I
for
like the
UV.
3D puff baddie.
I do
Yeah,
too.
and then they
Yeah,
they
I
did
like
the
the 3D puff.
old school logo, 35th anniversary logo. So yeah, I like this one a lot, man.
Yeah, he showed me that hat today. I was like, man, that's a bad hat.
Yeah, it looks like
That's a
Black
bad brim.
Ops, Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a good one. Yeah, I like it a
Ray's
lot.
got
Yeah.
the sickest hat collection, man. The other day, the one you showed where it was going with the Alcorn gear, that the
Yeah.
Strohs that was white and purple.
Yeah,
That thing
yeah,
was
it's,
fly.
man,
I bet
it was
you
Colin
perfect.
wanted one. You
Alcorn
want Colin?
colorway, man. But see, some of those, man, they're just like these bottles, man. They're like allocated, like they sell out immediately. And I have to like be on the trigger to buy some of these hats because they sell out so quickly, man. Yeah, there's some designers that are. So it's like there's some of them are like VTAC, like it's just
Yeah.
hard to get. So
Yeah,
it's
Colin,
big
we
you
try-
probably about at least 200 plus hats,
That's
something
a collection.
like that. Yeah, I think I haven't
brands.
counted. See, we don't have an app. We need an app like
We need an
Only
Only
needs to make an
Brims
Only
app.
Brims,
Only Brims app.
Yeah, so
That'd
that
be dope.
would be really cool. So yeah, I don't have, but I do have them color coordinated, so I know what's what. And
That's awesome.
so
I did not
after
know
our
After
yeah,
that big
after we
17?
after the 17 World Series and then our continued
Okay.
success,
Yeah.
they surpassed the Yankees and the Astro hat, and we have a huge fitted hat community down here that we have events just like the bourbon events. We go and hang out. We go and trade hats, buy hats. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You heard him say
Yeah.
we.
Sounds like a lot of
You heard him say. You heard him say we, right? So
I like it. It's the
all
weaving.
about-
It
yeah,
is,
I'm
man.
all
Yeah.
about to it. So the next time that event, we gotta go, Ray.
We'll go, man.
We gotta go. We'll go.
I've gone. We
I
have.
really
Yeah,
wanna
we
go.
have a big.
I want to go.
We'll go to the official Cap Summit, man, the big one, and
Okay,
that's
I
a
wanna
lot
go.
of fun, man. Yeah,
That'd
we'll
be
go do
cool.
it.
I wanna
It's a
go.
lot of fun.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Well, man, we talked about football, playoffs, national championship. We talked about everything. I love it.
We did. We
And
had
that's what it's
great
about.
time. That is.
We get together, we sip. We had the small batch.
Yep,
Every
the
last
small
one of us.
batch.
Yeah. And
Started off with that
we
one.
Fire.
just having a genuine conversation. I
Yep.
think that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You
I
did.
love it. Even
Absolutely.
I'm on the blends gold right now, though. That's what I'm
Nice.
Oh, you went to
knowing
a gold.
knowing I
That's a
have to
great
get
shout
all
out.
the work.
Shout out
Yeah.
Specs. I just got picked for another Bland's Gold, so I can't ever say no to a Bland's Gold, man. Those are so good. So
Sweet.
You just got picked again?
I did, man. They just blessed me, man. I love Specs, man. They reward their customers. That's why I just go buy everything I can from there, man.
Man, you're gonna have to
Ice,
start
anything
using
I
my
can.
number. You're gonna have to start
No,
using my number.
see, that's the thing. My family
I mean,
members
I'm gonna
use
have to
it.
start
They help me
using-
out.
I'm gonna
man.
have to start using your number.
Yeah. Oh, there you
So
go.
we can-
Just put my number in and help me out.
Yes.
That way, I mean,
So
you
we
get to try.
we can get all kinds
use
of
my
stuff,
number,
man.
man. Yeah, I appreciate
Love
that.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I used
He's
the
out.
pick my pour, and it's selected my stag for the warm up pour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's such a good bottle. And then we did
Which one you have?
This one is a barrel pick. It's a Sazerac Barrel Select. So a good friend of Trent and I's, Harry over at B Liquors. If you guys are ever up in Chicago, pop on over to Indiana. Harry at B Liquors, he has such a good variety, good selection, tons of store picks. I mean, bourbon groups have picks there. SLB picks are there for sale. He does a really good job of keeping a huge inventory. And yeah, he's a great guy. So if you're ever in Chicago or Northern Indiana, make sure to hit up B Liquors. So it's
Okay,
a
Awesome.
B
great
Liquors.
store.
Yeah.
One of the rare
we
gems
definitely need to do
around
that.
here where you can really get some good bottles.
Nice.
I love a good
That's
store
awesome.
pick.
Yep.
I love a good store pick.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so Liquor Zone, shout out Liquor Zone again. They
Yeah,
have
that's
they have a
cool
lot
spot
of
here.
store picks, man.
Yeah,
So
that's
whenever you come, Collin, that'll be another place
we'll go down to
we'll
Liquor Zone. That's
yeah,
a bourbon
yeah,
enthusiast store for sure.
I
yeah.
love
Yeah.
store picks, man. I come
Absolutely.
down. I'm planning on coming back with some bottles.
Yeah. 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 You got to be careful there, man, because you'll
Yeah.
end up buying 2 or 3 bottles. Yeah. Because you'll end up, because they're definitely looking out for the community and what we want and listen to the brands that we ask for. And
Yeah.
Pete will get them there for sure.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it, man. That's
yeah. So
fantastic.
that's
Yeah.
good. Well, anything else you want to touch on, Ray? I mean, because
No, man, I just
we pretty much had a
appreciate
good
you guys.
conversation.
Thank you guys. Thanks for thanks for coming over, X. I really appreciate it, and
No problem,
your
man.
kind words, Collin. That really helps out a lot. So it's
Yeah,
always good to have friends, that are always checking up on you. So that's awesome.
yeah.
Absolutely, man.
It's always to have
Yeah.
those people, man. You don't burn those bridges, man. You stay connected in any kind of way, man. So
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of
it's all
that's one of my favorite things of sports is the relationships you make for life from your
Yeah,
teammates.
for life. Yeah.
For
Yeah.
life, especially in college, man. That's what it's
Yeah,
about.
I
So,
agree. I agree. I still talk to
So I
some of
guess we, man, I think just to close it out, we'll just cheers to Mellow, and he rests in peace.
Rest in peace, Mellow.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's up in
Yeah.
doggy heaven. Yep.
Yep.
Before we do close it out, Ray, I would love to, if you're up to it, would love to hear like your favorite story or any memory that comes to mind of Mellow over the last 15 years that he was part of your family.
Man, I don't know if I could do that right now without
crying.
That'd be tough. I would love to
Absolutely.
do that, but yeah, but for sure, maybe when time passes a little bit, yeah, I'll do it. But that's gonna be tough. Right
Yeah,
now.
we can schedule get on again, and that'll be we could start off with that.
Yeah,
I
definitely
think
start
that
off
would
with
be
that.
interesting. Yeah.
There's so many, man. That dog was very unique. He was the meanest dog you ever meet, but I mean, he was my sidekick. So
Oh man.
yeah, he was. Yeah, he bit a number of people, and I still had to protect him from himself a lot of times. So, but I seen him. I mean, he thought he was a 100-pound dog. He really did. Like he thought he was the biggest dog in the room, and I don't think you could convince him otherwise. And so, but I mean, this guy got me for a steak. He got me for, I mean, like I put my plate down and I came back and my whole steak was gone one time. And, you can't, and I'm like, man, I can't even be mad, bro. Like I get it, and man, yeah, he was, he's going to be missed. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
What's the saying? It's not about the size of the dog, it's about the fight in the dog or something along those
Yeah.
lines.
Man, he had all the fight. He had
man.
all the fight, man. He
Well,
wanted
you
all
just
the
know
smoke.
Your
Man.
back, man. He had your back.
He
had
did,
your
man.
back.
He really did, man. So like, so real quick, one story. One time when we were living at the apartments, they had to do some carpet work because him and Chloe had kind of messed up the carpet a little bit. So we come home from work and there's these two guys sitting outside our apartment, and he was like, "Hey, we're here to do the carpet." And I was like, "Okay, well, like, what's going on? How come y'all didn't do it?" He said, "Well, there's this little dog in there, this little blonde dog, and he tried to kill us, and he will not let us in." And I was like, "That's what he's supposed to do, bro."
That's
Like,
my
I
boy.
didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know they were gonna be there, so now I would have put him up. But yeah, he was a protector for sure. He loved his
Oh, yeah.
family. He loved the ones he loved a lot. Yeah, for sure.
That's cool, man. Well, those
Yeah.
stories you cherish and you keep with you, Ray.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't forget,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
So I know you
for
have
sure.
an album book in your phone, man.
I
It's
do.
okay to
I
go
do.
back to it. So
Yeah. I will. Yeah, for
keep
sure.
that, man. Keep that, man. But
Yeah,
like
appreciate
I
it.
said, man, this is always fun. Collin, man, we appreciate you. Man, we can make this a weekly thing, whatever you want to do.
Anytime, man. I love this. You guys are great. I love coming on and hanging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's hopefully, I mean, one day we'll be face to face one day, man. That'll be
Yeah.
so
Oh, we
much.
will.
I can't
That's the
wait to
plan.
hear some of the off the record stories.
Plenty
Yeah.
of those. Absolutely.
Yeah,
No,
for sure.
I'll be down there this year, like 100%. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Like it's been
Yeah,
way
God
overdue.
willing, yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
way overdue. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I look forward to coming down every year for quite a while, and then things, you get business, you build a business, things
Yeah.
get busy and it gets hard. But yeah, I'm so overdue to come down and hang, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we can't
Ray,
wait
your
to have you,
family's
man.
always been so good to me, in college, coming back for some holidays. Your family's always treated me like family. And, I was a
Yeah.
long ways from home and I couldn't always go back on Thanksgiving and all those events. So, like, you always welcomed me with open arms, and your family did. Your mom and dad, Randy, Nikki, everybody's
Yeah.
just been so good to me. And so, yeah, I,
Yeah.
I just think the world of you guys.
Yeah. And they
Yeah,
always ask
that's
about like
cool.
how's Collin doing? How's Collin and Rach always. So yeah, definitely not never forgotten. So and they'll when you come back, they'll be like you never missed a beat. You know how my dad
Oh,
is.
yeah,
He's the
absolutely.
friendliest
Yeah,
person. So yeah,
I want to
absolutely.
hoop
yeah.
in the backyard again, man. That was always fun.
Well, we
Your
got it.
parents,
He's dude. Pops has a new court, man. He's got a nice
does
court, so we can go.
Oh,
He
sweet, man.
does.
I want to
Yeah.
come
So
see it.
he's
Is
We
he
ready.
gonna
still
get a
jamming out?
He has his own drum room now too, man. So
Does he
yeah,
really?
he does. He has his own drum set.
I
Yeah, and
love
Bellamy
it.
has her set right next to his. So yeah, so
I
that's
still got
awesome.
one of his CDs somewhere in my office upstairs here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He'll hop on those drums real quick. Yeah, for sure.
I
Yeah,
love it.
absolutely, man. Yeah.
Well,
So
fellas, it's
all
been
right.
dope. This has been fun. Like I said, man, I'm available and I love when we do this.
Yeah.
You already know how I
Likewise.
feel, right?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, man.
Love it.
thank
Same.
you, Collin.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
This that two fist one pour. Sports talk heavy, we don't skip the scars. Last second losses still let go in bars. Fit check clean, but the takes stay raw. The bass gets sharp when the ice hit hard. Every season got lessons, every ring got cost. We remember who showed up and who got lost. No clickbait takes, just truth we pour. If you know the feeling, pull up, this is yours.
Slow grind mindset, let the moment breathe. Good conversations age like the whiskey we sip. Drip, measure clean. Culture stitched in the cloth from the street to the suite. Still grounded in thought. We don't rush pause or the points we make. Same patience in the glass that it took to elevate. We don't rise, we respect the pour. That's the rule when you step through the door.
One glass, one conversation, two perspectives, two fits, one pour. Two fits, one pour. Brims and barrels.